young people are turning away from religion at dramatic rates, leading to a surge in church closings. In the United States, the fastest growing religious affiliation is no affiliation, and it is leading to a major crisis for religious leaders. The report cited a Pew Research poll, which, excuse me, which found that 36% of younger millennials identify as either atheist, agnostic, or nothing in particular. The report found that the vast information available through the internet is leading many away from churches and toward their own personal journeys of spiritual discovery.
Yay! Did they mention how much Atheist Republic was responsible? Just kidding.
Oh,
but that's
man.
Great news. That's awesome. So 36%. Is this a new Pew Research?
Yes. This is a new Pew Research. I mean, we have been climbing, but this is awesome.
So what it's saying is they're leaving their religion at dramatic rates. So
yes,
it's working, people. It's working. 36%. Yep. That's fucking huge. Go on. Sorry.
Absolutely. No, and I mean, and whenever you look at it, even on even smaller rate, you have things like the Latter-day Saints, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Their growth is under 1%, which is. Which hasn't grown at all. As a matter of fact, it's falling. All these evangelical churches, these young people, they're getting exposed to different cultures, and their minds are open, and they're not so set in their ways, and they're slowly realizing that hey, my beliefs aren't the only ones out there, and mine might not necessarily be right just because I was told that they are right. And it's leading a lot of people to, like I said earlier, to come to their own conclusion about what they believe is true.
Wow, 36%. But this is just the United States, right?
Yes, the Pew Research poll was just in the United States, but that is very encouraging considering how Christian the United States is historically.
Yeah, but this means that this model, whatever is working in the United States we should be able to get it working in other places. And a lot of people mention that no, it's harder to leave Islam, so don't even try. But the thing is that actually what we've seen is that a lot of Muslims in the United States, they're young are also, I think their rate for that was 25%. They're also leaving Islam, right? So that shows you that leaving Islam is also possible as long as we get to reach people, right?
Right. And well, if you look at the last 5 years, the churches, the religious community has known this all along. They've known that they've been losing people because you've seen a big rise in churches that embrace the whole "come as you are" thing. You don't have to dress up. You can be gay. You can be in a mixed race relationship. And they accept everybody because they're having to expand to so-called lower their religious standards to increase the community.
All right, and I'm gonna do a plug here because look, this research is saying it's mostly because of the internet, right?
Right.
And who's the biggest atheist? I already gave it away. Atheist page on the internet. What's the largest community of atheists online?
Atheist Republic is the largest online atheist community, and we are growing at the fastest rate out of all atheist communities.
Right. So if this is working, guys, so if you want to support more of this, support Atheist Republic. In fact,
we are an army. We are here. If you want to be a part of the army, we're happy to have you on board. Let's do this. Let's get to work.
Right. So people that think that online stuff doesn't work, this proves that it's working. We have data and research to back it up. Thank you, Pew. And also, given that this is working in the United States, because once we reach 500 patrons, right, what we're going to do is we're going to start translating our shows into Arabic, Persian, Urdu, Spanish, and other languages, right? Actually, we have activists in every of these countries, and we're going to get them to produce shows like we're doing in all these other languages as well, like Atheist Republic News Spanish, Atheist Republic News Arabic, Atheist Republic News Persian, Urdu, right? This is the goal that we have for the future. So if these things are working in the United States, it will work. I think it will work other places as well, given that we see that Muslims in the United States are also leaving Islam. So it means it could work everywhere else. So we want to reach people whatever language they have, and hopefully we get the ball rolling in all these other places as well. So help us out.
Well, and I mean, I think another thing is, millennials especially, we're reaching a time that technology has grown so much. Our knowledge about life and the universe has grown so much, and religion still has failed to answer these basic questions, and they still give the same answers that they've been giving for the past few thousand years, and it's no longer accepted as an acceptable answer. People want more. In the golden age of Google, where you can literally get an answer for any question, people don't want to hear, because God did it. They want to hear an actual answer.
Right. Can you actually read Beej's comment while I find something to show people?
Yeah, sure. 1 second. Let's see.
Before she said that she had to go for her cat.
Oh, no. Okay.
No, she's coming back. She's coming back.
Beej.
About the tipping point, the 36%.
Okay, yeah. 30. Beej says, think about it this way. Oh, no, that's Bobby B. I apologize.
No, that was from the previous news. But go on. Beej.
Beej, where? I don't see it. All I see is 36%.
Yeah, she's talking about the 36%.
Oh, okay. Beej says 36% must be a tipping point. Should see it grow even faster now. Yeah, Beej, it's actually grown. It is 4 times faster now than it was in the 1980s. It's awesome. It's really, really great.
Okay, I can't seem to find the picture. What I was going to show was the picture that I posted on my Facebook page, where it showed that compared the Atheist Republic Facebook page to the largest Christian Facebook page and to the largest Islamic Facebook page, and it showed that even though they were bigger pages, Atheist Republic is 2 million, but they had bigger pages, right? But it showed that we had far more engagement, like a lot more engagement.
Yes.
Even though we had smaller following, we had a lot more engagement on our page, and we're growing fast. Our page is growing faster than theirs. So yeah, we're doing something right. And also, let me read something that I think Beej is back. Yay, Beej is back. I think
Beej, in the 1980s, it was 10%. Was what they were considered nuns, and now we're in the high 30s. So that's just imagine where we're going to be in another 30 years. This is exponential growth. This is amazing.
Emil is saying, I know my undercover atheist hijabi in London. Oh, atheist hijabis are because they're undercover. Hopefully one day she doesn't have to be undercover. She continues. So wait, let me read this from the beginning. I know many undercover atheist hijabis in London. Many young women are stuck pretending being Muslims until they find their financial independence. I actually wonder how many people are leaving Islam that we don't know about. Many of them might be undercover. But yeah, this is great news. Let me actually read some of the Facebook comments. Okay, so Elizabeth is saying, wow, this got a lot of likes. Wow, this article got 7,000 likes when we posted on our Facebook page. That's crazy. Elizabeth is saying, sitting with my daughter as she explains all the constellations in the sky. She discusses how religion was necessary for early human who had no evidence or knowledge of science and math. She is incredible in her answers because they are fact-based. She's a philosophical atheist, and she is the generation that will ensure religion is an outdated tool that was used for questioning our existence. Everyone in both is born an atheist until ignorance contaminates them. And she posts a picture of her daughter. That's very sweet, Elizabeth. I just want to also warn people that don't think like this is going to happen naturally. This is something, religion unfortunately is something that happens naturally. This is something that we have to fight for. This is something that we have to, work for to get. And it's happening because a lot of people are working for it. And it's not going to come just by waiting, right? It's not a function of just time. It's a function of activism. And even though atheism might be growing in the United States, you have to remember that Islam is still a major threat. Islam is growing, it's the fastest growing religion. And we need to do whatever is working in the United States. We need to try to figure that out and try to reach out to as many people in Islamic countries right at the source,
right?
And also get this trending in all those places as well.
Yeah.
Christine is saying every closed church should become a homeless shelter. Scott is saying, I think every closed church should be turned into a bar, club, or pub, or school. I go with the homeless shelter. Nicholas,
I say we leave it empty as a sign of a dead race that is long gone.
No, use it for something. Nicholas saying it's because we're getting smarter and evolving. Actually, no, that's not the case. We're not not how evolution works.
That's helping with religion, because religion was necessary because it allows us to give answers to questions that we don't yet have answers to. So I mean, religion will be affected by our knowledge, but it won't end it. One good thing is that no religion is the top religious affiliation in not just North America but also Europe. But in the United States, the people who claim with no religious affiliation, we outnumber Catholics. We outnumber all non-Christian faiths. So Judaism, Islam. We outnumber mainline Protestants, so the Baptist. The only people who outnumber us is people who consider themselves non-denominational, which I'm sure that a large percentage of those are also no religious affiliation.
Brian in the Facebook live chat is saying a 2006 University of Minnesota study found that atheism is not just tied to religiosity, but to location, exposure to diversity, education, and politics. One thing I want to point to people is that don't let this put your guard down. And when the Enlightenment age came, a lot of great thinkers thought that religion is almost over. We're done. Religion is dead, and religion didn't die. In many places, it had a major comeback, right? I just remember that religion dying is not just a function of time. Like, this is something that you need to keep at it. If it's weak, don't let go until it goes the way of Greek mythologies. When it's weak, don't be like, oh, it's now peaceful. It's not going to hurt us anymore. It seems like not as bad as it used to be. No, don't let it fight it until it fucking dies. Until it's as dead as Greek mythology or Mayan mythology or ancient Egypt mythology. Once you're there, then now you can start relaxing a little bit. But until it's there, don't stop fighting it. This is a dragon that no matter how much you're injured, it will recover and come back at you. This is not something that would just because people are evolving, it will go away. Yep. Remember, United States is one of the most advanced countries in the world, and it's still very, very religious, because we have still a long way to go. Being advanced doesn't mean it's just going to go away. This is a product of activism and purposefully trying to bring information and give it to people, and actively trying to show people that there are alternatives to their religion, that make people actively encouraging people to maybe doubt, be skeptical about their views. This is a product of hard work, not just of time.
Atheist Republic's mission is to give atheists around the world a louder voice. In order for us to be able to continue the Atheist Republic, we need your help. If we reach 100 patrons, we'll finally be able to afford all our costs. Help us get there.